Today is day 243 of Blender, and the goal for today is to make a 3D character using DALLE, Art Breeder, Icon, and then this clip Google collab that I found, which I'll get to later. So first things first, I'm using Art Breeder to come up with a character. So this is the face of the character. This is how I had it. I just clicked on random, and this is what it gives me. So then I'm going to click on the check mark, and then it puts the image right here below. So now I'm able to download it. Now, obviously, a character has much more than a head, so that's where DALLE comes in. So DALLE has this outpainting AI, which if you put in a prompt in and you put in an image, it actually extends the image. So the goal is to extend it to a point where I have the body of the character. But here's the problem. If I can put the image, hold up, let me find it. So it's this one over here. If I put the image, this is what it looks like. Now, if I click on check, I'm able to move this square, and wherever I put this square is where DALLE is going to basically extend the image. But here's the problem. I have to put a prompt, and I'm not that great at making prompts. And so I found this Google collab, which is a clip interrogator by Psychotic Pharmapsychotic. Yes, okay. Which actually takes in an image and outputs a prompt, which is exactly what I need. So it takes in this image and it outputs a prompt, which I'm going to use to put it here in DALLE. So I'm going to go and run this. Well, first of all, let me copy to Drive because right now it's just the normal one. So I'm making a copy to my drive. I'm going to go here and I'm going to click to connect to a hosted runtime so that I'm not using my own GPU. And then wait for that to say connected. And then once that's connected, I'm just going to run the first cell, which is check GPU. Then I'm going to run the setup cell, which is going to just run whatever code's inside there. And while that's running, I'm going to go here on ArtStation. And basically what I did is upload the image to ArtStation. I'm trying this out because that's what the person here did. But I easily could just upload it to Pinterest and then copy the image address and paste it in here because that's where I have to put the image. But I did it in ArtStation. See if this works. So I'm going to copy the image and then I'm going to paste it in here. So that's pretty much it. And then I'm going to run this because the one above is already done. Let's see what's the error. It cannot identify image file, so that's great. Hold up. All right, so I uploaded it to Pinterest, and if I right click and then copy the image address and then go here and paste that, the difference is that I have JPEG here now. So let me run that and see if that works. Yes, it does. Beautiful. So it does take in the image. So forget about ArtStation, Pinterest it is. All right, so I'm just gonna wait until it finishes interrogating. All right, so that was pretty quick. It was 49 seconds, really good, and it gives me a prompt, which is amazing. So now I'm gonna go and copy that. I'm gonna go to DALLE's outpainting and I'm gonna paste that in here. And then I'm gonna take the little square and I'm just gonna put it right below it and kind of take a little bit the of the head so it knows kind of where to like it has some base information to like extend the image. So then paste that in there and I'm gonna click on generate or not because I'm out of credits. That's great. Let me go and make a new account. All right, so now I'm gonna click on generate and then wait for it to generate the image. And here are a few options. So we have a lot of options actually, and it's amazing. This is like absolutely amazing. I really like this one, but I need it to be like, I don't know, like front view, kind of like this format. Let me try this again and see what it gives me. Wow, this one's really beautiful, but ideally I want something where she's like not holding anything or like nothing is obstructing her view. So this one might be good. But I just need her. Let me edit the prompt. So let me cancel and say something like full body view and then arms to her side. think that may be fine. Arms to her side, full body view. Let's generate and see what that gives me. Well, this is obviously not having arms to her side. This one's okay, but also not. I need her arms to be by her side. Well, this one's really cute actually. They don't need to be by her side, but I would prefer it. It's easier that way. Let's see. Arms by her side. Generate. No, this one's really cute, but I feel like her head looks too big. This one looks more adultish. You know what? Maybe it would help if I do like a T pose because that's really what I'm looking for. So full body view, um, default T pose, generate. All right, now we're getting somewhere. I feel like this one got it, but like her arms look very like crooked. This one I guess is fine. It doesn't have to be perfect. I don't know. I would like it to be T-pose though so that I can animate the character if we ever get to that. Let me generate again and see what it gives me. Alright, so I think this one might look the most promising just because the arms don't look any like in any weird position. So if I regenerate, not regenerate, but if I generate the image below, it should probably recognize that I want a T-pose. And it's very clear that this is skin in comparison to this one, which it's not really clear what's skin and what's not, which might be a problem for Icon, which is the AI that I'm going to use to make this into a 3D model. So I'm going to accept this one, and then what I'll do is I'll move the little square to kind of fill in the gaps at the top and just generate. All right, so this is perfect. So I'm going to accept it, and then I'm going to go and move this downwards. And I'm going to take pretty much a lot of inspiration from the top, so it knows kind of where I want to go with this. And I'm going to click on generate. And before that, I might just change the prompt up a little bit. All right, so I think I'm going to go with this one. I just added full body view at the front, default T-pose, visible hands by her side, and long dark cloak. So I'm going to generate that. All right, so you know what? At this point, I don't even think I'm going to get her hands by her side. So this is good enough for me. I'm going to go and accept that. And then now I'm going to bring this down and I'll just continue on the generation just to give it a little bit more perspective. All right, so I'm going to accept this one and then continue on, and hopefully it gives me some ending anytime soon. That would be great. All right, let me generate. Actually, I might want to generate, I don't know, just a little bit of gray background so that as it goes and generates the cloak, it doesn't make kind of like, I don't know, it doesn't make the background black, which I feel like it's doing it already. So I'll kind of do a little bit like this, just so I can generate some of that. All right, so here are the options it gave me. I don't know, but for some reason there's fairies now, so that's great. I'm going to choose the first one because it gives me an ending and I want this to be over. So I'm going to choose this one and I'm going to click accept, even though there's a fairy thing. Hopefully that doesn't mess with the results that much. But I'll just go ahead and move this a little bit downwards and generate kind of the rest of it. So let me generate. So these results are not really good enough. They're kind of messing up with the background color. So what I'll do is I'll do cancel and then I'll go to the top and then just I'm probably gonna have to do a little bit of extension here. I just wanted to keep the background color to be honest. So I'll keep the background color here, generate that so it keeps generating the background color. Let's see. All right, so this is good. I'm gonna click accept and then I'm gonna put this down, continue doing this here, put it down kind of about there, generate. I'm gonna click accept again and then bring this down and then it now should generate the image that I need with the background. Maybe it's best if I actually do it on this side because this side already has kind of like an ending. So if I generate here, it doesn't really know that it's ending. So I'll generate on this side at the right, do something like this, generate that, see if it works. All right, so these options are not what I want. It's obviously continuing and I don't want it to continue, although that's the whole point of outpainting. But I guess what I'll do is I'll just leave it. I'll just choose one and then I'll go and remove the rest of it using background remover. So I guess I'll accept this one and then I'll kind of take this into account here and generate that image. All right, so I think I'm going to go with this one, except that even though there's a signature, because it's the one closest to making the thing look like it's ending, I'm going to generate this so I can get the, oh wait, I don't know. Yeah, I'll do it anyway. So I can get the background here, even though I'm going to cut it off in background remover. All right, so I'm going to accept that, and that's pretty much it. We got the body. So I'm just going to make sure everything else is right here. So generate that so I can get that. Accept, and then do the final touch, which is this one, generate that. Accept, and here's my image. All right, so I'm going to download the image over here. Let me open it up and see what it looks like. So this is what it is. So it's not perfect, but whatever. So now what I'll do is I'll go to background remover, so BG remover, and I'll upload it there so I can get that background off. I just realized that if I cut off the bottom, it wouldn't really make sense because proportionally her hands are in the middle. So if I just cut off this and it wouldn't make sense. So I think I'm gonna leave it like this, even though Icon might have trouble. Um, I'm not sure. Yeah, I think I'm gonna leave it like that. So now I'm just gonna download HD. Let me log in. All right, so now I downloaded it. The reason I download HD is because if I download the original version, it's 361 by 691, and for better results in Icon, which is what I'm going to use to turn this into a 3D model, I need to have at least like 512 by 512. So if you don't have credits, you could just go to Behance.o. I don't even know Behance.io or not. Hold up, I have it saved somewhere in here. Oh, it's a Let's Enhance. That's what it is. All right, you could just drop it in there and it'll enhance your image, which is perfect. So now I'm gonna go into Icon or the Hugging Face space for Icon, and I'm going to submit my image here. So let me do that, right? And then I'm going to make sure it's Icon for method, and I'm going to submit the image. Did I click on submit by accident? Let me just redo this real quick just in case. I don't even know why I was still running. All right, so submit image, icon, submit. Okay, there we go. So now that's it. This is the process of turning this into a 3D model. Now, it might not be the best because again, the hands are um, connected. So this definitely means I can't animate it. And then two, there's no feet, so that's great. Because my plan was to just have a long enough cloak where it would reach the end of her feet so that her feet wouldn't need to show, but it looks like she has a long dress and there's a cloak on her. So we'll just wait at this point and hope for the best. All right, if it gives you an error, just submit image again. Well, this was a failure. So, apparently it turns out that this doesn't work, and I kind of knew it wasn't gonna work, but I was hoping it was. So this is really generated on humans, and this is more like a digital painting. So it would have helped if instead of a digital painting and digital art, I turned it to a realistic painting. Not painting, a realistic like I don't know, like a realistic 8K render, I don't know, whatever. That would have helped. It's just because I started with the art breeder that looks like a painting, it was easier to me to do that. So maybe next time for my next experiment, I can try to get this image and then put it into an AI that turns to be realistic, maybe? Don't know. Maybe what I can do is train. No, I don't know. I don't know what I'll do, but I'll do it someday. Anyway, yeah, that's pretty much it for today. It was a failure, sadly. I'm pretty sure if I generate a realistic image, I could do that. Let me try that actually. Yeah, let me actually try that. Anyway, bye for this video.